I prepared a book called The Suitcase, and continued by last week's theme. It's about empathy towards thinking about other people, but this book is thinking about strangers. So looking at the title and looking at the cover page, I see a strange creature here with a big suitcase. And if you see someone with a big suitcase, you'd probably be wondering, what's inside? What's actually inside this suitcase? And especially if there's a little creature that's not really identifiable. Can you see what animals we have here? We can identify it's a bunny, a bird, and a fox. Let's find out what's happening to these creatures. The Suitcase by Chris Naylor Ballesteros. The Suitcase. I see the green creature going on a big hill. I wonder where he's going, holding his big suitcase. Maybe he's on a trip or something? He doesn't look so happy. There he goes. A strange animal arrived one day, looking dusty, tired, sad, and frightened. He was pulling a big suitcase. Look, he's almost dragging it. It's very, very heavy. He's dragging. He seemed very sad, tired, and frightened. And there's a bird looking at him. I wonder what the bird is thinking right now. What would you think if you see someone very strange carrying something very big? There he goes, asking something to him. Hey, hi there. What's in your suitcase? My suitcase? Well, there's a teacup. In the suitcase, there's a teacup. I wonder what the bird would think if he said, there's a teacup inside, perhaps. But the bunny said, a teacup? That's a big suitcase for a little teacup. Yes, I suppose it is. So look what they're thinking. It's a very big suitcase, but only a teacup? Maybe. But there's a table for my teacup and a wooden chair for me to sit on too. Everyone, do you think there would be a table and a wooden chair and the suitcase? What do you think? Do you think he's telling the truth? Do you think the bird and the rabbit believes the creature? Maybe there is, but it seems like they're thinking it differently. The fox said, there's a table and a chair in your suitcase? Impossible! So look at the fox's face. He looks very suspicious. He's not believing that there's a table and a wooden chair inside this suitcase. Well, it's his suitcase. The rabbit's pretty open-minded. It's his. Maybe it is true. But a table and a chair? Really? The bird is probably being suspicious too. Yes, he said it's inside a suitcase. And more. And there's a little kitchen and a wooden cabin where I make my tea. That's my home. Look, it's his home. The wooden chair, the table and the wooden chair, and a house, a kitchen. It's his home inside the suitcase. Do you believe it? Do you think the fox and the rabbit and the bird would believe this? Let's find out. It's on a hillside surrounded by trees, and on a clear day, you can see the sea. It's all there in my suitcase. So the blue creature is explaining that his home is on a hillside. There's his home. Whoever took his picture, he is telling about his home. Do you think it's actually in his suitcase? Well, before he could explain more, he's so tired. But I'm sorry, I'm really, very, very tired. I've been traveling for a long time and come a long way. I must have a little rest. Before he could explain more, he just excused himself and goes to sleep. But what about the others? What a strange animal. I've never seen anything like him before. There goes the bird, thinking that he's very strange, kind of curious and a little bit suspicious that he's a little bit different from them. And the rabbit said, neither have I, but we really should let him sleep for a while. So the rabbit is thinking for the creature to let him just sleep and rest. But look at the the fox. Look at his eyes. You can see very suspicious, very skeptical, thinking about the blue creature. Well, I don't trust him. How do we know he's telling the truth? There's only one way to find out. One way to find out? What? How? Someone passed me a big rock. We're going to break open the suitcase and see what's inside. Everyone, do you think this is a good idea? Do you think opening someone's suitcase is a good idea? I don't know. What do you think the bird would think? Maybe we should. We need to know the truth. The bird is following Fox's idea. Do you think it's his idea? What do you think the rabbit would think? You can't do that. It's not ours. What if you were one of the animals? Would you think the same thing? To find out the truth about the stranger here? Oh no! They opened it! In no time at all, the suitcase was open. What's inside, everyone? The teacup. And the table. And the wooden chair. And the kitchen. And the wooden cabin. Just like he said. Was he lying? Was he telling the truth? It was all there. See, a broken teacup and an old photograph. He lied to us. Well, the fox thinks he lied, just as he thought. But the bird said, well, no, he did say there was a teacup. Well, he kind of feels sorry, I think. There was a teacup. Yes, and now his suitcase is broken too. What will he think of us? What do you think they're thinking right now inside? Do you think they feel sorry? Do you think they did good? What do you think they're thinking right now inside? Meanwhile, the sleeping stranger dreamed about running away and hiding, about climbing over mountains. So the little creature is having a dream. Maybe a bad one? He's dreaming. Swimming across deep waters, and he dreamed about his suitcase and all that he had inside it. It's so precious. He's holding it, going through a very long journey. Oh, imagine how hard, how desperate he would. That's why probably he was very, very tired. When he finally woke up, he couldn't believe what the other animals had done. Oh, I can't see the next page. What do you think he would feel? Do you imagine if someone broke your stuff? What do you think he might feel? Everyone, what happened? What did the three animals do? Can you believe it? What happened here? They put it together. I'm sorry I broke your suitcase. We fixed it as best we could. So maybe the fox felt a little bit, sorry for him. And the rabbit. And we've been busy while you were sleeping. We hope you like it. So the three friends did something. Ta-da! They made the actual house. And the table and the wooden chair. And do you notice the colors of them? The colors of themselves? I think it's something special. Thank you! It's perfect! There's just one tiny problem. What tiny problem? What could it be? It looks so perfect to me. What kind of problem do you think the creature would think? We're going to need more teacups. More teacups. What does this tell you? Do you think he's a stranger still? I think he's accepting the new friends and all the new friends accepting him. Their perceptions were a little bit, negative, but now feeling sorry for the new stranger, building all the things that he missed from home, realizing how special it might have been, they are now friends. And look at the picture. A picture from home, kind of a sepia color that, looks like something old, brings up memories, and new colors with new friends, being happily ever after. So it's a very, very special story that we can think of a lot of things, thinking people that probably experience new openings, new beginnings, some places that they think they're not fit, anybody that we can relate to that needs need, we can think of this blue creature. And these friends here, is any of the animals similar to our, thinkings, our feelings? Have you ever thought of someone that was very, very, strange and different than us? Have you thought, what's inside him? What does he have? What's his past? Have you ever thought of something like that and having negative perceptions about people? So there's a lot to talk about, and I would like to share some worksheets with you that we can relate to the story.